Okay, I'm hoping that it's gonna work. I'm back. Oh, you guys, you don't even know the frustration. Well, you do because you're watching and it's got to be frustrating for you guys. I just don't understand. I don't. I don't understand. Oh my goodness. All right, so let us try this again. Go ahead and say hello if you're watching. All right, I'm going to keep going. So this is dry now. By the time that I got everything restarted, I honestly don't know what causes that. It usually happens like once a month or twice a month. This is 2 days in a row. So hopefully no more. It's annoying for me. It's got to be annoying as heck for you. So I'm just going to keep painting. I actually have a meeting in 25 minutes. So I have a Zoom meeting. So I have to be done. Not fun. Okay, this is red down here. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It is not a fun thing to have to deal with when you are trying to watch and it freezes. It's pretty dang annoying. So, wish I knew what caused it. I don't know if it's my internet or what it is. Maybe I should try restarting my router, which I could do that. Um, and that might help. We'll see. It could just be the area. We've had a lot of storms. So sometimes when storms go through, there's issues with the internet. Okay. Let me just get all my stripes. I got to do my teal stripes and then we're going to dry it and then we will do our lines. Okay, we'll do our details. Okay, so not necessarily our lines. They're not really the lines, all the detail work. So thanks for hopping back on, guys. It is a pain in the booty. It's so annoying when it freezes up. Not fun. Okay, so the other stripes are going to be Aqua Sky. Aqua Sky. If it does it again, I'm just gonna be done. I can only take so much. I can only take so much of it. I'm sure you are the same way. Because whenever that happens, you never regain your entire audience. There's people that are like, I'm done. And I totally understand that. I do. And I don't put the rest of the description. I just put take two. So that I guess that'll make it hard when you go to watch it on YouTube. It's just going to be titled, but it has the picture of this. I just left the full picture of it. So we're getting this. We may not need 2 coats on the teal. It's covering pretty good. We'll dry it and we'll see. We'll dry it. Our cute little Woodstock. And maybe I should go a little bit closer so you can see a little bit better. There we go. All right. Social media can be a pain sometimes. It doesn't always work the way that it should. It can challenge you. It can try your patience for sure. For sure. So thanks for hopping back on. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and dry and then we'll get I need a second coat of the red on the blanket part. These guys, I think they're okay with the teal. I don't think I need a second coat, but I do need a second coat on the red on the blanket. So we'll do that. You want to make sure they're completely dry before you chalk on them. For sure. You don't want there to be a little bit of paint and it gets onto your stencil. Okay, so that would never be fun because paint doesn't come off very easily. So glad that you made it back. Glad I'm able to be back. I had to restart everything just like the other day when that happened. It's not a fun thing. It is not. Okay, I'm doing the blanket part. We'll dry that. And then we're going to assemble the base so it can be drying. And then we'll chalk our black. I'll have to pull out the chalk paste. I don't have it out yet. And then we'll assemble it. So I had about think I had 6 of these. I sold every single one of them. So I just thought, you know what? I'll make one more. I'm not going to make a whole bunch more peanut stuff. I need to focus on other things this time. I still have enough left over to make a decent peanuts corner, but that's not my main focus. This next craft show, I need more of my standers, and I need to stock up on my ornaments again. I sold a lot of ornaments, so I am focusing on getting more ornaments made because they are good sellers and they add up. So $7.95, $7.95, $7.95, you know, it adds up. And then my lighted ones are going to be $12.95. I think that's a good price for the lighted ones. The lighted ones are a lot more work. I was able to get, actually last night, I was able to get them assembled in about 10 minutes when I was timing myself last night, because I did the 4. I'll show you again because some of you are just hopping on. I did the little red truck, and I did the Santa Believe one last night. It turned out so cute. I'll just grab one of each to show you guys, because some of you might not have seen it when I did my first part of this. So let me just get this on here. I'll grab one of each of those to show you. I'm gonna get all of them done. In fact, I think there's a new one too. I know she was gonna work on a gingerbread one. So let me just grab one of each of those to show you. They just turned out so darn cute. Thanks for coming back, guys. I know. It's annoying. It is so annoying. But these are just so darn cute. They turned out really fun. So these have the lights on them that I did one of each type, the standard, the lighted ornament, and the plain ornament. So I got 3 more. It's pretty bright. They're going to look really cute on my little Christmas tree. So I'm going to have a good variety for the craft show. And I'm just going to keep going. Just keep going. Keep swimming. Okay, let's do our lines on this. So I'm grabbing my black chalk paste out of the drawer. Okay, this one doesn't have a lot left in it, but that's okay. We don't need a ton. I do have some full jars somewhere. Yeah, I got my black chalk paste in. So I have some full jars. There's just a little bit left at the bottom. Okay, we need to put this on here. So we're only using part of this stencil. All right, we're going to use the Snoopy, the Woodstock in the tree. And that's it. So this one's actually brand new. My other one is really worn out. There's some parts on it that, from washing it so much, that the teal part came off. And so there's holes where there's not supposed to be holes. Yep, there are. Okay, so let me just see what I can do. I'm gonna flip this whole thing over. I'm gonna lay these down on it, and we'll see if we can line it up that way. It is a pretty big transfer. This is a size C. I love this one. I do believe it is sold out. I do have some extras. We're gonna have a Peanuts transfer sale. We cannot discount them, but I do have a bunch, so we will have a sale. Sorry, you do have to pay full price. That's the way it is. I was given permission to give my Perks members their 30% discount, though. By corporate told me that was okay to do that. So if you're one of my Perks members, then you would be able to do that. You'd be able to get your 30% discount. But because they give a 30% discount, it's not the same. It's not the same as me going and saying, okay, we're going to sell these stencils and they're going to be at 40% off. You can't do that with the Peanuts collection. They told them they would never put them on sale. So that was just something that they guaranteed Peanuts as in their contract. And that's in ours too, that we agree that we won't ever discount them. So we just get our regular discount, our designer and our Perks member, not putting them on sale. Okay, does that make sense? Okay. All right, so we will be having a Peanuts transfer sale because I have a bunch from the very beginning of time when we first started. Okay, let's just do one little thing at a time because guess what? It's going to be a pain to do all of them at once and try to peel them off of there. So let's do Snoopy first. Let's get him done. We'll peel him out of there. And then we'll do the tree. And then we'll do our Woodstock. Okay, so if you can spread butter on toast, you can chalk. Okay, you just put some of the chalk paste down on there and you spread it. And you scrape off the excess. So I do have some messages. I have not been able to access some of my messages on Facebook. There's something weird going on. I don't know if it's with everybody's Facebook or just mine, but I have not been able to get into my other messenger part, and I can see that there's messages there, but I can't open it. So if you send me a message, send it to me, not to the business part. If you're sending it to the DIY Crafts with Dar, I can't access those right now. Just send it to Darlene Brown, and that way I can see your message. Yep. I don't know what's happening with Facebook, but it does that once in a while where I can't access that. It's not that I've been bad. It just, they're making changes. So obviously this morning my menu was different than my normal menu when I tried to switch to my business page. That button's not there on my phone. So they're trying something. Sometimes I'm a guinea pig, and you know how sometimes you're in the beta group and you're just kind of in the testing group. Yeah, I think that's what's happening, is that I'm being tested. I'm being tested by Facebook. Okay, so here's my cute little tree. So adorable. And then we're going to do our little Woodstock. I have enough chalk paste on my squeegee to do him. So hope you guys had a wonderful day yesterday. And hopefully it's not raining too much. There's some areas that have been flooding a lot. Arizona has been flooding a lot in areas. Loss of life in some areas from the flood. It's really sad. But hopefully you guys are doing okay. And I'm going to pull this out. There's our little Woodstock. So darn cute. Okay, we need to dry those before we glue them into the thing. I'll wash this. I can use it over and over and over. My other one I used more than a dozen times. And I will tell you that it probably was more like 20 times. And it does start to come apart. Okay, they say 8 to 12 times. Okay, and that's like, so the sticky stays there. But I'm gonna give them some feedback that the stencils start to deteriorate after they've been washed 20 times. That they do, and maybe just because I vigorously washed them, parts of them came apart. Part of the teal part came apart. So there's like little holes where there shouldn't be holes. Sorry guys. Okay. All right. Let us dry these really carefully, and then we'll glue it together. So, hey Carol, how are you? Happy Wednesday. All right, let me go ahead and dry, and I will glue together. So I have a Zoom meeting this morning. It is a Couturier Zoom meeting. I'm not a couturier, but I am a legend, and they get to attend the Couturier meetings. So, which is good, because we need to know what's going on. So basically, it's top people in the company that need to know what's happening and help with things. So yeah, we have our monthly meeting. Okay, let's make sure they fit in there. I don't like to just glue them in there. I like to make sure, okay, yep, that fits. And this one fits. If it fits, it ships. Oh, okay. So yeah, they all fit. There's a little bit of slack in there. There's a little bit of slack. So a tiny bit of glue, and then I am gonna hot glue on the back side. Come on, you can do it. I don't want to get too much. You know, you squeeze it, and then all of a sudden I got tons of glue. Tons of glue there. All right, perfect. Hey Sheila, how are you? Good morning. So Here we go. Here we go. Here's Snoopy. Snoopy goes right here. Okay. And then we have the tree. And then we're going to have Woodstock. I wish this was a little bit bigger. You know, maybe next year they'll do just this scene. Or they'll do Charlie Brown with his tree. I'm hoping. Okay. All right. I need to glue it on the back side so that these don't come out. So I'm going to grab my glue gun that's plugged in. I'm going to put a little bit of glue there. Excited to get your package on Friday. Yay! I'm glad it's going to be there. You know, it's, yeah, it took it. We had so many orders. It's cray. I know. I was working on part of yours, and Tara was working on part. She goes, you want to just ship it all together? I was like, yep, let's do that. So she got your shipping label already. All right. Yeah, we are not caught up because you guys just keep ordering. we're caught up from the sale, but we are not caught up because every time that we do get 10 or 12 orders done, we have, you know, 5 or 6 or 7 come in. So, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We love our customers. I'm just saying that we might not get caught up if it just keeps going like that. So, I mean, we're caught up from the sale, but we are not caught up from orders. Sometimes we'll go for a couple of days and not have any orders. It does happen. Okay, so I think that we're good. It's all nice and flush. Okay, I'm going to put you up to myself. All right. And we'll go in close. All right, we made it through it. We finished. There we go. All right, look at how cute that is. This is so darn cute. And there I am. All right. You've been putting your crafts in your farm stand. Oh, nice. I love that. I love that, Cheryl. I would do that too if I had a farm stand. Maybe when I move to Arizona, I'll have one. I don't know. Maybe not. But can only dream. We've started looking at houses. I mean, it's still 5 years. I say 5 years. My husband says, "Oh, it's only 4.5." Anyways, for me, it will always be 5 years before I retire and before we move. We've been looking at houses, and I know the same houses won't be available when we do move to Prescott, but there's some really cute ones outside of Prescott and Williamson that is just, oh, they're just so cool. I love like little farmhouse with the front porch and the back, like the wraparound porch around the whole house. It's fun to dream. Isn't it fun to look at houses online? And when we go over there we're supposed to start going over every quarter to make sure our allergies and stuff aren't too bad. We're gonna go with John's brother has a realtor friend that will just take us around, knowing that it's gonna be a little bit for us before we get into a house, but he will take us and show us what's available right now, because there's some really great properties with acreage, and that's kind of what I want. My husband actually wants chickens. He's like, we should do chickens, and we should have a garden. I'm like, yes, I would love that. So really excited about that. Okay, what do I see here? Oh, you have a lot of brand new size B transfers that you probably never used and wanted to sell. Is there a cheap shipping option other than flat rate envelope? No, there's not. They're not any longer. Laura, thank you for bringing that up. Shipping went up. Can you believe that a legal flat rate is now $11? It's actually like $11.30. That's even through Pirate Ship and through the other discounted places. If you go to the post office, it's even more. At the post office, a large flat rate is now, I think it's $32 for a large flat rate. Online, a large flat rate is $25. Do you remember a large flat rate used to be $16, like maybe 3 years ago? So now a medium flat rate is $18. Everything went up the other day. So October 5th, shipping went up. And we didn't see a notice. We did not see, we just thought when we're checking out, we're going, 'cause most of you guys, your wood stuff ships by ground, which it's only gone up maybe 50 cents or $1. So you're not getting as much back. Sometimes it depends on if it's further away. It's gone up more. Shipping is crazy expensive. You can ship, like, if you, Laura, if you want to ship just one, you can ship it first class, but first class is still going to be $5. There is no inexpensive way to ship anymore. No, none. There's no inexpensive way to ship, unfortunately. So we were just talking about that. The shipping part is the unfortunate part, and we can't just not charge people. We can't do free shipping ever. We just can't do free shipping because it's not free. It's way expensive. We were really disheartened when we saw that something that used to be like $8.50 is now $11.30 to ship. I'm like, what? Yeah, our picture frames. So they were $8.50 and all of a sudden they're $11.30. So that's a huge jump. Almost $2 jump. And so we did have to go into our Etsy store and raise our prices on Etsy. We just have to. We have to keep up with that because we can't just pay the extra. So sorry to go on and on about that. It's really ridiculous. You shipped a gift to your boss for Boss's Day tomorrow, and it was a small box, cost you $50. Yes, exactly. And their service is not any better. You're exactly right, Cheryl. You are exactly right. Okay, so let me give you the link, Pam, for this. Let me grab the link. Sorry, I am not paying attention. Let me get this for you. This is such a cutie patootie. I love this one. And then I have 5 minutes, and then I am on my Zoom meeting. I got to go wash my paintbrushes. And okay, where is it? Where? Oh, where? My phone's not cooperating either. Peanuts tree, Christmas tree. Is the Peanuts Christmas tree farm. Okay, here it is. Okay, let me give you that. It's in the Peanuts collection. I am so frustrated with the shipping, and there's nothing we can do. What I told Tara, I says we're just getting less and less profit because we can't charge people the full price for all the shipping. Unfortunately, yeah. So here's what we suggest is that you bundle things. Don't just order one item, okay? Because even in California now, instead of it only costing $5 to ship, it's $7. So order multiple things so that you can, so the shipping makes it worth the while, okay? Because you don't want to order a $7 item today and then in 3 more days order a $7 item. Order in bulk. You can put stuff in your cart and then you can check out. It stays there. So it stays in your cart. It doesn't leave. I have it so it'll stay there for 30 days in your cart. So don't worry about that. So if you go to the website and you need to add things, it will stay there for a very long time. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Hope you had fun. I have to get onto my Zoom meeting in just a moment. You bundle with a friend and you paint. Exactly, Cheryl. Perfect. That works. All right. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. And isn't this just so darn cute? This is so much fun. I love that one. I wish I had time to make a